It was over the weekend and it all started with a bowl of noodles. Hey everyone, today in this video I'm going to tell you a story of my own life that's more than just our personal misadventures. It's a lesson in facing the tough choices that everyone avoids talking about. And you might just find a piece of yourself in the story as well. It all began innocently enough, a bowl of noodles that seemed harmless. But as the day unfolded, I realized that these noodles were anything but ordinary. What followed was a relentless battle with food poisoning, a struggle that had me questioning my choices. So picture this, I'm there pacing between my bed and the washroom, the 8th trip and counting. Every part of me wanted it to stop, to find some respite. That's when the thought occurred to me, literally when I was shitting myself, and I was just like, hey, what if I just force myself to vomit to get it all out? But no sooner did this thought cross my mind than my internal naysayer jumped in. Don't do it, Ankita. You know how terrible that feels. Because I know, I already experienced it before, so I knew how the experience is gonna be. So I was torn, facing an internal tug of war. Part of me wanted immediate relief, the other part dreaded the experience I knew was coming. So there I was at a crossroads, much like the ones we encounter in life's journey or a critical business decision. Do we opt for immediate discomfort or prolonged suffering? In that moment, over the basin, I chose the former. It was a decision driven by a need for relief, a decision to take control of my situation because I just couldn't take it anymore. I was feeling dizzy, I felt like I'm gonna die, or I have to get admitted at the hospital, which was again not something that I really wanted. I really don't like doctors and I hate hospitals, especially the hospital food. I decided force vomit myself, like you know how force vomit feels like. You just basically put your finger inside your throat, try to get everything out. That's the decision that I made for that day. So the experience was as unpleasant as I remembered, harsh, raw, but necessary. As I stood there feeling the aftermath, it dawned on me that sometimes the hardest decisions bring the most significant relief, because at that moment I really felt sense of relief after I got everything out from my system. Now this ordeal was a vivid metaphor for the decision we face in our personal and professional lives. How often do we stand at similar crossroads, thinking about the pros and cons, battling our internal voices? It could be leaving a secure job to start a business, ending a comfortable but unfulfilling relationship, or any other decision where the right choice is often the hardest one. Let's break it down further, okay? In our lives, especially in our careers, we are constantly faced with choices that test our resilience. Taking the easy way out always seems tempting, but it often leads to long-term dissatisfactions. True growth, as I learned from my last 7 years of running a business, it requires facing the discomfort head-on. So, as I recovered from my ordeal, I reflected on the profound lesson it taught me. Yes, my throat was acidic, sore, I had pain in my whole body, but the sense of relief was undeniable. It was like a stark reminder that growth, improvement, and success lie on the other side of discomfort. So to all of you watching, I say this: don't fear the tough choices. Embrace them. Whether it is in your personal life or your business ventures, the path to the success is paved with decisions that might seem daunting at first. So as we wrap in, let's revisit our initial question. What's the cost of taking action versus the cost of inaction? Through my experience, I realized that while the cost of action is immediate and sometimes painful, the cost of inaction is far greater. It's the opportunities lost, the growth stunted, and the potential unfulfilled. So if my story resonated with you, or if you have faced similar crossroads, I would love to hear from you. Share your experience in the comments below. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this. Remember, every decision you make shapes the life you lead and the business you grow.